So we want to give you guys an update on Chris Paul and his status with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think Oklahoma City is realizing they might have made a mistake bringing on this Chris Paul contract, and they maybe were the only team in the NBA willing to take on that contract. Daryl Morey is jumping for joy, getting rid of that deal, that almost untradeable 3 years, $124 million mistake. It's looking like he gave Chris Paul, right? So what we're hearing now out of Miami is they're playing hardball with the Thunder. They're like, yo, just as bad as y'all know we want to bring in a second star, we know y'all got to get rid of that contract from Chris Paul. Don't BS yourself. He don't want to be there. Y'all trying to play us, but we trying to play y'all. See, I believe the Thunder traded for Chris Paul knowing somebody's going to want this veteran, former All-Star in this league. Some championship contending team's going to want to make a move. With all these dynamic duos, somebody's going to say, all right, let me add a third guy, right? And take that contract and give us what we want, which is more picks. We're stockpiling first-round picks. We got 15 in the next 5 or 6 years, right? But the interest in Chris Paul has not been it ain't been good. The Thunder are finding out what Daryl Morey found out earlier this summer. People don't want that contract with Chris Paul. $38 million this year. The last year that deal be $44 million. People like, The meme where the guy's like, you can have that. And I think that's what's happening right now. The Thunder are finding this contract harder to trade than they thought. And doing a buyout with somebody like Chris Paul, I don't know what Chris Paul wants out of life, right? I know for damn sure I ain't finna trade back my money. I ain't giving y'all my money back. Somebody gonna pay these 3 years, $124 million. Somebody gonna pay it. I worked my life off of this contract. I already counted this money. I already know what yacht I'm about with that money. Somebody gonna pay it. So he's probably not gonna do a buyout. And he might have to play ball in Oklahoma City. We'll see what happens. This is gonna be a tough one to trade. I know Chris Paul don't want to go out like this. This is gonna be tough, man. Miami is letting the Thunder know, y'all gotta do us a favor. Y'all gotta do something. The Miami Heat obviously are hard capped, so they gotta go dollar for dollar with the Thunder. That means the Thunder are gonna have to take on a Goran Dragic's contract. He's gonna be in any deal. Obviously, he's point guard for point guard. He's owed $19 million next year. But the Heat are probably gonna make the Thunder take on a James Johnson's contract. You're gonna have to take on some of that money, man. Y'all gonna have to do us a favor. And if I'm the Miami Heat, this is how it gets crazy. The Miami Heat might say, no, Thunder, y'all give us a pick. And I know that's crazy to think about because the Thunder are trying to get picks, right? And they got Chris Paul to get more picks. But the Heat are going to probably tell the Thunder, we know y'all don't want to pay this dude. Y'all trying to have as much money as possible. Y'all didn't bring him in to pay him that money. Y'all don't want him. Y'all give us a pick. Give us one of our picks back. Right? That y'all acquired from the Clippers that was ours. So a lot of negotiating and hardball going on right now. It is July. We got a little minute from the regular season starting. So we'll see close to the season who gives in. But right now there's a standstill between the Thunder and the Heat. And Chris Paul is atop the standstill right now. We don't know what's going on with this contract situation. We'll see. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.